Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at the mighty Loki, which is probably one of the best Tech 3 ships you can use in the game right now for various reasons, which we'll talk about. We're going to do some heavy comparing against the Tengu, since that was the last video, because we're pretty much using the ship to do the same job, right? So if we just have a look at the fit, and we'll go through all this stuff first, and then we can have a bit more of a discussion about the ship itself, right? So in the top rack, we've got a small engine unit 2, Covert ops cloaking device, expanded pro launcher. I found myself using these quite a lot actually, and obviously the Covert ops like helps a lot. We're heavy missile launcher fit just for that crazy DPS. In the mids, we're like versus the Tengu, we're pretty light on tank in that respect. So we've got 2 shield extenders, quad lift Microwarpdrive, T2 warp disruptor, and a T2 web. Obviously keeping everything pretty cheap, you know. And in the lows, we've got damage control, which helps with because we haven't got an invul field on this one versus the Tengu, and we've got 3 damage mods there. Core defense field extender just for some more raw hit points, and these rigs here, guys, you can opt out using these. So with these 2, you get like 5 kilometers each range on the hams. So right now I'm pushing like 30k, which is really nice for like an overheated web, you know. So I like the range, but you can take those out and put a couple more fuel extenders in, and you do get a similar tank to the Tengu then, like raw hit point wise. I think it's about 47k or something, because we're sitting on well, AHP about 36, and obviously the Tengu's got a little bit more than that with the overheated invul, right, or the multi-spec, whatever it's called now. So yeah, these are pretty much flex. I would probably suggest keeping one or the other and then just using another field extender if you wanted to do that, because that's a good balance of range and then tank then, because without these 2, the hams only go like 21 kilometers, which is pretty short I would say. But most of the time, you know, we're not sitting on top of people with this. We're keeping a bit range and whatnot, you know, because we've got that control with the long range webs. So yeah, it's config, covert reconfiguration, launcher efficiency, interlace nanofibers for a bit of agility, and the immobility drivers to give with that crazy web bonus, right? So pretty similar to the Tengu in that respect. So we just simulated up. One of the best things about the Loki is it's not damage locked to kinetic or anything, so we can use any ammo in these guns and get a similar DPS, right? So 942 heated. It's obviously a little bit lower than the Tengu, like 150 lower ish. But I think the flexibility of damage there versus like the 790 or 800 DPS like off kinetic damage the Tengu gets, right? So yeah, I think the long range web and the damage selection is worth losing a little bit of tank over, right? And it's not that bad, to be honest. I think, I mean, you can, like I say, you can max up the tank with more field extenders or whatnot. Let's just have a look and see what we'll get. So yeah, overall AHP is like 47, so 16.5 on the shields. Not massively fantastic, but remember, guys, we're using these ship loadouts just to gank ratters, right? So ISHTARs and things, and also like nearly 1000 DPS in PvP is pretty good, you know. It could scare some people off, especially with a web, and people are less likely to want to engage a Loki for those reasons, right? So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not going to bore you with like crazy clips of just killing ISHTARs. I'll probably just play a couple and then this will be the vid done. We'll keep this one really short because I've been working on the Proteus as well. I know Chris is waiting for that one, and we're not really going for a buffer fit with that because of the align times and things, but yeah, it's pretty sexy damage as well. So we'll put a couple of clips on. Okay, guys, so I've scanned this ISHTAR down. I've had a couple of comments about asking like how I do this as well. I think after I've finished the Tech 3 lineup, so the Proteus and the Legion next, we'll do like a live com and I'll show you guys like my process again. I know I've done it a little bit in the past, but not really for like singularly hunting. But a couple of tips there. Just as I was warping in, as soon as the guy was on grid, I was holding C and I clicked on him, so my camera just tracked him into where he was. That's a little good tip to get yourself orientated to where you need to be. Unfortunately, we did land like right in the middle of the haven here, so I had to do some maneuvering to get out there. Check the ECM drones out, why not? You know, it's dishonor, but again, we're not really PvPing in this. This is just like killing ISHTARs, right? I don't class that as like a proper fight at all. So once we got around there, you'll see the damage is just insane. He only had a large shield booster on, but yeah, he just absolutely melted. We'd already clicked in a direction to get safe, and there we go. So that's one ISHTAR down. Alright guys, the second one, I think this will be the last one as well. There's no point just showing you ISHTAR ganks and stuff. I think we've said all we need to say, especially like in the Tengu video, which was a bit longer. I haven't got any actual proper PvP clips to show you in this, or like wins or losses or anything, because I haven't actually lost one. So it's been it's pretty good. Like I say, the Loki's not really one people want to engage too much versus like a Tengu, you know. But this ISHTAR, he was actually semi-PvP fit, so I was pretty lucky we didn't get too close. And also, there's a massive spawn of rats as well, and you've got to really watch like ISHTAR DPS and like a full set of like an NPC spawn shooting you, because that is a lot of damage. Even I mean, the ISHTARs are normally all set for like max DPS, so you, like even with like a limited tank, it can get hairy, even though we're in like a gank ship, you know. So just be aware. So you see, we've got like full aggro from the whole room. NPCs don't do that much damage, but you know, it is like added damage. So this guy was a XL shield booster fit with a cap battery and all that, and he actually had a scram as well, which he could have put on. It wouldn't have made too much difference, but he could have had that on right now, so that could have made an impact if I was a bit lower on shields or whatnot, you know. But yeah, he ends up just dying. A little bit hard on the last one, but the Loki is just crazy, like using that explosive damage as well. There you go guys, that's the Loki cheap fit. In fact, let's just double check how much it is right now. So it's 424.8 in jitter prices right now, so that's not too bad at all. A little bit more expensive, or cheaper actually, than the Tengu. And next up, we're going to be doing the Proteus and the Legion, so watch out for that. Also, I hope you had a Merry Christmas guys, all the best wishes from me, and I'll see you next time.